Hi, I'm Charlotte, and welcome to Married, Single, Divorced. I'm here with my besties.
Hi, I'm Larissa, and I'm married. And I'm Fern, happily divorced.
And by elimination, that makes me your single girl. We're bringing the group chat online and showing you behind the scenes of our very different lives.
We're confessing intimate thoughts, making jokes at our own expense, and proving life isn't all glossy Instagram feeds. Our goal? To show the messy, funny, unfiltered side of marriage, motherhood, dating, and everything in between. Coming up this week.
Do you guys think that you attract chaos?
My friend is like, it's okay.
Oh, we go to this beach, we go to that restaurant. I'm like, cool.
Yeah. If we do this part of the procedure, we will have to put a pessary in your bottom.
Everyone's pushing it in front of me because I'm stood here with 4 hours of my flight and she's turned up 10 minutes before just thinking she can waltz right through.
Good evening, ladies.
Good evening. Sounds so formal. I feel like I'm in school.
Good evening, Larissa. Hi. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
I feel like we've not been away for too long this time.
I know.
I'm so confuzzled right now.
It's a Tuesday, not the end of the week, but that's all right. It means you've had 4 days of things to update me on.
Yes.
Weekends. That's
Yeah.
always a good...
That's where the party happens.
Well, what's your party happening?
What is my party? I didn't have a lot go on this week, actually. I went out for dinner on Friday night with some of the girls from Salsa,
Lovely.
which was lovely. We only catch up like once a month, but it's nice. Planning to maybe start hiking again.
Oof.
Oh, I feel like you go through this stage so often.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
hiker. I hate it.
I'm ready because the Yorkshire Three Peaks was nearly 2 years ago, so I've not hiked between then and now, so I feel good about it. I did say that my fitness will be nowhere near where it's at, but they do want to do like a 2-dayer in the Lake District.
No.
I was
What,
like,
camping or
no,
B&B?
I'm definitely not a camper.
That's why I was like, oof.
Like staying in a B&B something. And the challenge is that you'll have to hike one day, stay over and hike another. And I was like, I mean, I know I'll never do the second day, but I'll turn up.
At least your car's not like back over the hill where you have to...
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that.
Or maybe it
Hopefully
is.
not.
Maybe
Oh, no,
it-
because we're not hiking with our sleepover stuff. No.
Oh,
I don't
thought
know.
that was the point.
It's
You
not
carry
Duke of
yourself-
Edinburgh. I don't think so. Oh,
And
God.
you'll have those like dehydrated meals and you have to make a fire quick.
I'm not sure what I'm signing up for, but I don't
Maybe
think
you need
it's
some more
that.
details before you...
But maybe sometimes we don't need more detail. I just
Oh no.
going
No,
blindly.
you'd be fuming if you turned up and someone just whacked you out a tin of beans.
Yeah, but I'd get over it. Like, I would get over it. So that was Friday. I was in college all weekend.
Learn anything interesting?
Yeah, about cardiovascular disease. They reckon it could be like predisposed by the age of 10. So,
Oh, that's depressing.
like what
Sorry,
you do.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got us.
So,
Nothing I can do now.
well, I mean, as they always say, genes loads the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger. Like, you can do things to change between then and
Between
now,
10
but
and...
the rest of your life. But
I love it. She says, as coming here, I was like, I've discovered a drive-through Greg's. Whoopsie. I've only been once, so that's okay.
Yeah, that was my weekend. I don't think... Oh, I finally resubmitted that assignment I did not pass.
Well done.
So,
And I feel like you really went for it because there's the temptation, isn't there, when you only needed, like, was it like
3
3%? And it's
marks.
going to be capped at that amount anyway.
yeah.
No matter how well you do. But I feel like you've really got into it and really been like, no, actually, what I wrote wasn't that great.
When I read it back, it was awful. I was a bit embarrassed that I handed it. I'd randomly dropped in 2 references in the middle of a paragraph that did not belong there. Like, they weren't even for this project. I don't even know what they were. I was like, I'd obviously just not proofread it or anything.
And I think when you get like frustrated with something, it's so easy to do. Just being like, just send it off, just get it out of my out of my mind and out of my sight.
But it turns out a lot of people really struggled with it. Like, when I was on the lectures with other people in other colleges, Belfast were like, oh yeah, we didn't do well. And I was like, oh, it's not just me then. So,
But you feel better now.
yeah, I feel like it's out of the way. And it's
Ready for the next one?
I know. Well, I thought, should I even look it up or what it is? But
It's all going to come so fast.
I
By the time
know
the summer comes, like,
it'll be done by the time summer
Yeah.
is here. When I finished my lectures at the weekend, I was like, I've got 7 more examinable lectures to go through. Just 7 more.
Wow.
Yeah.
So one more exam.
1 more exam, 3 more written pieces, and another 2 clinics to pass.
It's not a lot.
No, it's not. In the grand scheme, and I was thinking about it this morning. I don't know. I think one of the messages we'd talk about is, do you ever imagine yourself here, or is this what you thought success would look like? And I'd be like, wow, no, it's not where I imagined I'd be in my mid to late 30s. But
Mid to late.
but equally, when I started this course, I think I signed up for it nearly 3 years ago. It was about May time, 3 years ago. I thought 3 years was a long time, and was it even worth starting? And now I'm nearly at the end of it, and I'm like, wow, am I ready to build another business?
Yeah, she is.
Or am I going to get a job in it? I don't know. My mum mentioned getting a job in it the other day, and I was like, oh.
I don't know what that looks like where hires people. What?
I did have a quick look.
I mean, I
online.
guess you could. I mean, obviously you can tell us in a minute, but my mum used to go to like a health retreat thing.
They potentially could have been run by someone like me. I know a lot of
Or like you could get a job
that.
there, like when people come and you can have almost like then you have your clients there, but they're just there for that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. Because my mum mentioned the NHS, which there is jobs in,
Is there?
but I don't think I qualify because of the nature of my diploma. It's only a level 6, not 7. So, I don't know. I also like the idea of working for myself, but I don't know if the stress would get to me too much.
You've done it before.
You thrived, I feel, when you worked for yourself.
That's because I never did work, but yeah. No, I think there's elements of it I love, and then there's elements that are stressful. Is like you are the one that worries about where your next paycheck comes from.
Yeah.
But I just got to make loads of money, it'll be fine. Watch this space. Anyway, that was my 4 days of life. That brings me to Tuesday. Who else is coming giving me the update?
I'll go.
Go on, Larissa.
I've had a bit of a traumatic few days.
Go.
Had a lovely weekend, actually. The sun is sunning.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Oh, when it comes out, I'm like,
Oh, the crocuses are just coming up. And I'm like, oh, you know, when you just see something and I'm like, that's the sign of the next few months. I just feel more positive. That was lovely. Jasper had a play date, which was very cute.
Oh, yeah. How did that go?
Oh, very sweet. It was a lovely play date. And then Sunday we went to Dunham Massey. Along with the throngs of...
I was going to say, it was a sunny day, wasn't it?
It was beautiful. I went for coffee in the morning. I was like,
Yeah. But when you're outside, it doesn't feel horribly busy, so it was fine. It was really nice, just being in the air.
Yeah.
Just like, that was lovely. And then yesterday, I had an endoscopy. Endoscope? I don't know what it's called. Camera down the throat.
Endoscopy, yeah.
Endoscopy.
Endoscopy.
That sounds better.
I feel like it's the same letters, but just
I don't know. I'm still
the way
probably
you pronounce them.
on slightly sedated still. I don't know. I have never been so scared for anything in all my life. In terms of, I've now had my gallbladder surgery, which was a general anaesthetic. I've had childbirth twice. This up there.
More like the anticipation for it.
Oh my word, horrific. Just, I think it's also, I'm terrible. I'm really anxious with the dentist. I'm not good with things in my mouth, like nose. I'm really...
Sorry. Sorry, that was so inappropriate.
What did you do?
I can't help it if I'm funny.
It's the breathing thing.
I think that's what it is. Like, even me, who I wouldn't say is particularly anxious about much, but if you said I had to have that procedure, I'd be like, no, thank you.
Yeah. So
I think it's like the gag reflex, the everything going on.
it's all of it. It's just it's the overthinking of it.
Yeah.
And I was meant to have the procedure first thing in the morning at like 8, and I didn't have it till 4 in the afternoon.
That would kill me.
Yeah.
I was just, when I mean unraveling, I've lost track of how many people saw me cry. I was also just sat in a gown with no bra. I was feeling so vulnerable, just there, like, oh, do I have to be here? I could have, if I was clothed and not had to be in the waiting room maybe for that amount of time.
Well, if they'd have just said to you,
Come back.
something's come up 4:00, you could be like, oh, well, we'll go for a walk, we'll nip into town, we'll do something. But you couldn't eat or drink as well?
No, I was very dry. And the amount that I'd nervous pooped, I was hollow. It was just horrendous.
But you've had it done.
Had it done. My throat is... the camera is big. Just for anyone that might be having it. I was thinking tiny wire. Teeny weeny wire. Teeny. No, I saw it before I got knocked out. Oh, yeah. Unpleasant. So it feels like someone's karate chopped me in the throat. It's a bit uncomfortable. But I've had it done. So at least that's... And I feel a kind of a sense of achievement that I've come out and I'm like, I've survived it, guys.
Yeah. The thing that you thought was the worst thing ever. You've done
Lived
it.
to tell the tale. But what I would say is, God bless drugs. Because...
You don't remember it, do you?
No.
And you weren't out? Like, it wasn't general?
No, it wasn't general, but I would say I was so dehydrated and so I'd probably... If someone had a blood pressure cuff on me that whole time, I must have been sky high. By the time I'd got to it, I think I was just delirious anyway, so the drugs really must have...
And I think sometimes if it's not something you enjoy, you just block it out anyway.
Something you enjoy.
No, I said not something you enjoy.
But yeah, there you go. I've done it.
Yeah.
And now I've got a week of just housing. Need
Oh,
so
where
many
are we
houses.
up to with housing?
We need to do... I don't know whether I saw you guys after we were picking the electric plan.
Oh, you talked about the
were,
lights.
You were saying they
That
only
was
were quoting for one
bulb a room. So then
and
we
you
had
were
to,
like, no, we
Yeah.
can't have that.
No, so we've had to go through. We've done a lighting plan and the back roof is now going on.
Just for those people that don't watch, Larissa has put her arm down her back and pulls like a weird sticker.
You've not showered today.
No, that's from the hospital.
Yeah, where like they measure you, where they put it on to like
The
monitor
probe
your heart.
heart.
Oh, because you were face down.
Oh my God, I haven't showered today. I mean, I don't know how I've functioned to get out of the house today.
I'm only joking. Like,
But
it's
that's
okay.
like...
I didn't even leave the house on Saturday. I did not walk out of the back door.
Oh, Mike's not here at the minute, so he wasn't there this morning. Like, what's that?
No.
Oh, yeah. Anyway.
Wow,
Crazy.
sorry, segue, but ow, that was sore. But it must have hairy back. That probe's really... Ooh. Yeah, the house is housing.
Okay.
Electric plan, roof, there's like the outdoor
Yeah.
kind of lean-to bit roof is going on this week.
So we're liking Ian a bit more at the moment.
Oh, I just love Ian as a guy. He is the nicest guy. Honestly, I feel every time I go and speak to him, taking the house out of it, taking his time management out of it, he's genuinely the loveliest man. And the stories, every time we get to know him a little bit more on a personal level, I'm just like, I can tell.
Great
Just
guy. Great guy.
Yeah.
Just not great at project management.
Yeah, his building's
we-
good, but his
we
time
can't-
management.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But he wasn't doing the roof.
oh.
But maybe his the management of other people and
Yeah, and
arranging
I think
that.
he's just so horizontal. I can just imagine him being like, "Oh, don't worry, just come next week to the
Yeah.
roof man," and we'll be like, "Hello." No, but he's lovely, and so I'm trying to feel more cheery and positive, despite sharing the story with you about the
Yeah.
thing. Crying again.
There's a lot to be said, I think, for just at least trying.
Yeah.
And also shout out to Sue, my mum,
Sue.
who sat with me for 6.5 hours
And
waiting.
kept you saying.
We did crosswords,
Which is
we
a
did-
lot to say about Sue, I think.
Yeah,
She's normally the unhinged one.
Yeah, she would not be the person I'd pick to keep me calm in a situation, but she was actually, the hilarious thing, as we pulled up to the hospital on the bus, she pointed to a building and went, and I was so anxious at this point, she went, "Oh, that's the room that you go to pick up dead people's belongings."
Hopefully you're not going there later.
Not what I
It
need.
rings my earring.
Oh, did you have to take your earrings out again?
No.
Oh, because you weren't going under.
Yeah, and also it's only X-ray from like I know so many things, but and also they had to tell me, just for everyone, so, as they were like sedating me, they were like, if we do this part of the procedure, we will have to put a pessary in your bottom.
A suppository.
A suppository, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay.
Didn't they introduce you
They
to the
introduced me to the
nurse?
nurse that would have to do it because they're like, we'll tell you now because
That's
you
her one
won't
job.
probably know. I was like,
I'm
she's
ready.
just okay.
She's like armed and fabulous.
But you didn't need that bit of
Didn't
the
need
pussy.
that bit. No, thank goodness. But God, what an experience.
Wow.
Genuinely didn't think. But what is wild about life? I remember recording last week thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get through the next few days. And you know, when something is so... It was the complete focus of my mind. I couldn't think of anything else. For weeks, I've been thinking, as I fall asleep, I've been panicking about this procedure. And I remember sitting here with you thinking, the next time we record, I will have had it done. But I couldn't imagine that.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
Nothing.
as if life's just gone and then it's happened. I'm like, wow.
I'm always like that with an exam. I say to people, I cannot see past that exam right now. I know there is weeks after it that I have to think about, but right now I cannot see past Saturday morning when I've set that exam. And then when it's done, I'm like, oh my gosh, all that for that.
That's your Men in Black zapper.
You had one, didn't you, yesterday? I can't believe you don't remember anything.
I do remember the bloody gag.
She's in a while.
Before she had sedation, they put on, what was it?
So they put oxygen in your nose and then like a thing to hold your mouth open. Yeah.
She's got something going in her mouth like that.
But then
someone over there
tidy.
going up her ass in a minute. Like,
Just dreadful.
some people might pay for that.
They probably do. I know it's a fact as well because obviously it has to be sterilised. It was all rubbery, like a rubbery thing. And I was thinking, my hair clipped.
Oh, you're catching your hair like a rubber band. That'd be
It was awful. But I don't remember it, so it's okay.
All good, all good.
Yeah. Maybe I did have a thing on my bum. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah. Fern, how's your few days been?
Oh,
less eventful, more eventful.
Don't top trump me. I'm sorry.
no. I can't get anywhere close to that. My granddad went into the home,
Oh,
so we went to visit him.
That was
That was on Sunday. So we went in on Thursday. I took the girls and we went to visit him.
Yeah, I think
on
you'd just
Sunday.
gone in on the Thursday when
Yeah.
we last recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
Old people are cute.
Yeah. Do you know, you're just
Until
like...
they're not. My grandma doesn't listen to it.
Savage.
I don't think my granddad's going to listen either, but he's just like...
Get all his mates at the home on it. Podcast listening.
Well, I know I should... Oh, so I've been today as well. So I went on Sunday and I've been this morning. Sunday was a bit more lively because we went and like it's one big room, but there's no sofas. It's just all armchairs.
Yeah.
And then there's one woman who's in one that like goes and like because she can't stand up without, so she has to like be transferred into a wheelchair. So they just sort of tip her up until she's sort of like. And then there's another one in the corner that's got like a recliner. And I'm like, I was like, are these their seats? And he was like, no. I was like, have you ever thought about getting up early and getting one? And he was like, I wouldn't dare.
Get your towel on the lounger vibe.
Yeah.
I'd want a
I
mechanical.
think they are their seats, to be fair.
They brought them with them.
I don't know. I don't know if
how it
like
works.
maybe they brought it from home. Like that's what they had at home, and it's like actually this is like your seat. But yeah, so they all just have these things. So me and the girls went and we sat round like this corner. There's not a corner. It's just like round some chairs.
Yeah.
The chairs are like the room divider.
Yeah, it is. It's literally just like the whole way around, like everywhere. And obviously, so he's got dementia, but it's hard to know like where that starts and like how bad it is and what he can and what he can't remember. And he was great. He was like to the girls like, "Oh, so how's your guitar going?" To one, and how are you still doing piano? And I was like, and then he talked to me about my podcast because when my dad had been in Tenerife with him, they'd listened to it there.
That's so cute.
Yeah, so it was just like,
Oh, I hope it was an
I can't
appropriate episode.
who knows? I can't remember what he called it. He didn't call it a podcast. He might have called it a broadcast. He's like that broadcast thing you do on the radio.
yeah.
I was like, I know what you're talking about.
We send people telegrams so they know to listen to it on Tuesday.
Carry a pigeon.
Yeah, you can be part of my secret letter writing club and I'll send it to you. Actually, mailers are back.
Oh.
But yeah, like very with it, and so he just looked so well, which made me feel really bad almost because he's then in this home where I'm like, oh, but you look like the best person in here, like most mobile, most with it. But I think he's like that because he's there, because he's being fed, because he's being looked after properly. He'd been in hospital for 2 weeks before that. no one had like shaved him. He was like rugged. He was like hadn't had a shower. Like, and then when I saw him, he was like clean shaven and like
dressed.
Dressed.
Oh, did they do your laundry as well in a home?
I asked him this morning. I was like,
move me in, get me a chair. I'll have that electric one, please. When I said electric chair, I was thinking like, I mean, just like,
yeah, just lifts up.
tip me up.
I mean,
I just imagine
oh dear. Yeah, I asked him this morning. He was like, oh yeah, every morning they just come and get your laundry. And then I didn't ask in the end, but I was like, do you have your name in your clothes? Like,
Yeah,
is that
how do they know?
They must do. I think they must like just write a name on. I know. Well. So it's one of those places, like, don't get me wrong, depressing as hell.
Yeah.
But like, some people, there's this TV on. We ended up sat under the TV today.
Oh,
like,
so they all
there's two
stay.
chairs under the TV with his mate next to him, Keith, who doesn't know what's going on.
Oh.
I mean, your granddad called him Frank, didn't he, for 2 days.
He's been Frank for a couple of days. He's now got his real name.
But at least there's somewhere you can go and like he's in a safe place that you can visit. And
he was doing that at home. He was sat doing nothing at home in Tenerife. Like, his friend would ring him at 9 o'clock every morning. My dad rings him at, I don't know, like 12, 1 o'clock every day to check his... You know, there was these 2 phone calls that happened for him a day, but other than that, he sat and did nothing and had like no interactions. He didn't go out.
yeah.
So as much as I'm like, yeah, there's hours where you probably are sat just thinking like, because he was like, the time goes pretty slow in here. I was like, oh. But then that was Sunday, and then today when I went, he was like, oh, we played football yesterday. So like, it was like these young guys came. I know, you were just like, did he actually? I'm like, no, he did.
I thought she just made it up. But no, he did.
It was like these young guys came in. They had some big balls, some little balls. He went, and they had me kicking it about in here. They had me stood on one leg. I was like, you'll be showing off, because I don't think a lot of these can stand on one leg.
I was going to say, it's good to be able to stand on one leg.
Yeah. So, I know.
Let's make me want to cry, but in a nice way.
Yeah. Like, I feel like wholesome today, like, because I've been there. I'm just like, And he's saying he loved when the girls came, and I was like, luckily they loved it as well, because obviously that could be awkward if they were like, oh, we hate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Need to get him on the loom bands.
well, I was
The
thinking we'll
bits.
bring a bag of activities and see if we
Yeah.
can get him interested, because some of the ladies do colouring, but he's not very good, so we don't want to do it.
Oh, you need to
It's
think
just
of
because
And then
you
him and his
don't
pal
do
were
it.
like bored. They were literally like, oh, his pal just kept going, I'm fed up.
Oh.
I don't know what to do. And then I'm like, oh, I could bring some cards or something. They were like, no. No.
Crazy,
I'm like, have you
isn't
done
it?
any colouring? No. A puzzle book? No.
Or a
too
puzzle.
much.
Oh.
Like a jigsaw.
Yeah.
That's
what you
I feel like you need a big pieces. They're not very.
Yeah, but you can still do it.
Maybe we'll take. Yeah. Okay. Because they all have their own little trays that like little things on wheels that like come over and they get the cup of tea. Biscuits galore. He's like, oh my belly.
I was surprised when I saw him the other week how almost like able he is with things.
Yeah.
He knew what was going on. He's not losing his hearing like my
Nope.
grandma. I thought like you could have a little whisper about something.
Nope.
Oh no, he was all over it. Like, because
Yeah.
I think he came into work with your mum and dad, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and he's like, "Hello." I was like, "Oh hello." Because my grandma, you'd have to be like, "Hello."
Oh, that's his pal. Because they were sat under the TV as well. So anytime like because it was my granddad in the middle and I'm on this side on an armchair, and then his friends on the other side. No, it was a very not exciting one. And he's obviously got a hearing aid, this guy, and like my granddad's talk. He starts a conversation like every 3 seconds. He's just like, "You okay?" And I think that's because I'm assuming he's got dementia and he doesn't really know like what's going on and where he is. Yeah, they're just having this little conversation with each other, and every time my granddad says something, he just goes, "Huh? Never mind, I can't hear you." And it's because you sat underneath the TV. It's literally like blasting down. Then you've got an old woman like in the furthest corner going, "Love, can you turn it up? I can't hear it." And she's like, "We just pretend." And then my granddad's going, "Oh, I heard that." She wants it turning up. She's just pretending. It's quite like entertaining, really.
Oh, I can imagine it is. I used to hate going to one of my grandmas was in a home as a kid, and I hated it. But it's when we were young, I think.
Yeah, and I think he's quite interactive. Like, I think us going brings him
Out.
of that. Whereas you see a lot of them just sit, like they're not even looking at the TV, they're just sat like staring. And I'm like, I don't know if your family then turned up that you'd be a bit more like, animated, but yeah. Happy and sad all in the same time. Like, it's one of those where you're like, oh, is that what, you know, it then made me go to the gym and really work on, like, swinging them weights above my head. I was like, I'm not going to get to the stage.
It's amazing how so few people can put their hands above their head as they get older, though.
Yeah. I turned up and he was shaving himself, but there's one arm that he can't really move as much. So, like, he had to do it with this hand, but then, like, this one could,
God, you do. Okay.
We've got it all
Pause
to look
too. I was
forward
gonna
to,
say-
ladies.
Yeah.
And
so
I'm
I'm just
saying-
keeping on moving.
I was going to say, and ship me to Dignitas, because I...
Oh, dear.
But yeah.
cheery, guys.
I know. But it is.
And
I feel better. I do feel good.
Well, I feel from our weekly catch-up, there's elements we've all had a bit of chaos the last few... I mean, who am I kidding? It's not last few days. It's life in general.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, do you guys think that you attract chaos? Like, do you thrive a bit of chaos in your
I
life?
attract it to my life, not
Yeah.
like attraction to.
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
I was
For
going to
sure.
say.
But I think I give that energy. As in, I don't know, would people describe me as chaotic?
I mean, you describe yourself a lot as chaotic, and I know you sort of maybe I don't know, you're more talking about your mind, because actually, like, you turn up for things when you say you'll be there. You're very much like, you know, I don't doubt that. To me, chaos would be like quite unreliable.
Yeah. And you
And
live
you're
by
absolutely not that.
you live by your diary and booking everything
I
in.
love a diary, yeah.
Yeah. So I think
Yeah,
there could be elements where
Maybe
you're
it
thinking
is my
that.
mind that's chaotic then.
Because I do see Amy sometimes where, like, if we're doing a bit of, like, I'll be editing, you're doing a reel or something, and then the next second we're talking about something else, and you've stopped that reel and you're doing... And you're very bouncy from, like,
Oh, yeah.
one task to another. And
I think sometimes I can be talking to you and my mum says she can see, like, my mind just go somewhere else. Like, and it's not that you're
Is
boring
it in
me
the
on...
clouds with the planes?
Yeah. But I see, and people sometimes I work with, I'm very much like that. Like, I'm quite happy to start 7 jobs. And they'll be like, where are you up to with that? I'm like, oh, yeah, that's on my rotation. It's just, like, third one along now. So I'll just do, like, A, B, 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 C, 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 rather than, like, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D of a task. So sometimes in work, I can be like, oh, yeah, I started that. Oh, yeah, I started that. Yeah, I've started that and I've started that. But...
Do you think that makes people find it hard to work with you? Because I know you've obviously had your own business, so your methods are just your methods.
Maybe in like a group, yeah, like in a team environment, maybe it can be a lot.
but then I think you're good at managing people as well, in that same sense. You're not like, right, you go and do that, then 2 seconds later, why are you doing that? Go and do this. Like, you're very much happy for them to go and do a task.
Yeah.
And then the next thought pops in your head and you can be like, right, now you go and do that. If you can delegate, I feel like your chaotic mind is good because you can see all the different things that need doing.
Yeah, maybe. Like in this job I'm in at the moment, I'm not in a role of management. So, I mean, I am a delegate. I was going to say born delegate, but I'm not. That's taken a lot of practice. But yeah, I can be quite happy to be like, can you finish that for me? Can you do this? Can you do that? And people will be like, well, who the hell made you in charge? I'm like, I'm just getting a job done. Whereas in the job before this, I was the leader. And I remember one girl being like, now I understand how you work. I get it. Like, and I can almost work with that. And I'm like, explain what you mean. She's like, oh, I can see your mind go to 12 different places, which I think really worked for hospitality because I could be everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it used to blow people's mind. I'd be like, I can hear the check printer in the kitchen. They'd be like, what? I'm like, yeah, I know what's going on with that. Like, and I think that's where I maybe think I'm chaotic. But you're right. I do turn up for everything.
Yeah.
Some things, but I don't know if these are just systems I've put in place. Like, I have a diary and everything has to be written down and I have to plan my time out. Because if not...
As a control
for that.
Because otherwise it would just be... Who knows where you are and when.
Yeah.
But do you think you crave chaos?
Potentially. I'm trying to change the narrative in my own head.
I feel like chaos has negative connotations. And I don't think chaos necessarily I think chaos does mean like, "Wah!" Like we're all over the show. But I don't think I crave chaos, but I crave stuff, like doing. Like I don't like, we get to the weekend and there's nothing booked in, and I feel a bit like, oh, like I like to plan the night before, but that's not chaotic.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm not chaotic. Who am I kidding? I like to plan.
No, but I think for me, chaos is maybe even, I don't even, like, almost, like, not, I don't want to say drama, because that equally has a negative connotation. Like, I think if...
Are we talking gossip?
Not gossip, but what I'm thinking of is, like, you were at the hospital yesterday, and if that had gone quite smoothly and you'd been out within 3 hours, I feel like you'd have been almost a bit like, oh, well, that's not what I was expecting. If that makes... I don't know.
That's a good thing, though. I wouldn't have wanted yesterday.
No, I'm not saying you would have wanted it.
I cried a lot of tears.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh God, I've just lost track of how many people I cried to yesterday. It's so embarrassing.
But sometimes...
On a side note, though, a lady was having a colonoscopy, and she was like, "Oh, for today's appointment, I've exfoliated, fake tanned, and got my nails done." I was like, me and my mum were like,
nails done to have a camera put up a bottom.
Yeah, but she was like, I'm treating it as a spa. She was like, people pay money for a colonic.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I'm just going in thinking, this is going to be fine.
I definitely wouldn't be fake tanning for
No.
a day to a spa. I don't fake tan.
I know, I
wouldn't
think
be.
that's the difference, isn't it?
She looked great. I was like, wow. And we were a bit confused because she didn't have anything on her bottom half, but her top half was covered. And I was like, And then I realised that you could have both a camera up your bum and a camera down your throat in the same department, because I thought they were two separate things. Because initially I was like, why would you have all that? And then I was like, oh, I guess you're more naked. I don't know. Very interesting. But she was creating...
And she's not chaotic. How have we got here from there?
Well, no, I mean, as in...
Yeah.
Some people channel their mind into different... If you put a camera on me yesterday, I was pure chaos, but I was anxious about something, and it was like frenetic. I was everywhere. I was like, couldn't sit still, and it was chaotic. But I feel my life gets chaotic when I lose control. So if I'm feeling anxious or not in control of a situation, then that's where the chaos comes. But I don't crave it.
But you like the calm.
But I prefer calm because I'm more in control of it.
Yeah.
I think mine's about control. And I don't think I could be with someone who is chaotic, because that would just...
You can't deal with that unpredictability and that anxiety inducing almost.
Yeah.
For you.
The chaos in Mike, actually, is that he just does not have a fear of being late. And I know obviously it's not... No one should have a fear of being late, but punctuality for me is like... the biggest stickler. I get so peed off when people turn up late. And we've been the last call for a plane. We've had missed trains. We're like the people that are legging it. And I'm like, no, this is not my life. Like, I'm the person that turns up 3 hours early for a plane. And he's like, why would you do that in an airport? And I'm like, because I just want to sit and relax and know that we're going to make the flight.
I'm with Mike on that. Like, I like that element of like, will I make it, will I not?
Oh, in Mexico, and he's like begging the woman in the airport in his pidgin Spanish. And I'm like, I don't know how I got in the taxi to the airport, because this was when I was having a really bad tummy, like explosive diarrhea. And I was there like, we have to get the plane.
There's a fine line.
It was so stressful. And she was like, no. And he was like, yeah. I don't want that.
No, because I don't mind like being at the, like, I don't need loads of time to be in an airport, but like I don't want to miss a flight. Like, I think I've had my name called a couple of times. But like last year when I travelled, when I went on holiday skiing,
not with me.
No, with my friend, and I thought I was blasé, but he made you next level. Like, I'd pretty much booked the holiday. He was very much like, yeah, I'm just a go with the flow. But we had to like leave the resort really early in the morning, like 5 a.m. And he was fuming about it. It's like, why are we getting the early bus? Why are we this? And I was like, this is the bus I was told to get. We're getting this bus. It's one of those when it leaves a resort, had to get you to the airport. We were going from Andorra to Barcelona, so it's quite a trek. And the next one just kind of wouldn't have left us enough time if there'd have been any delay with it. So we'd got on this. I said, I'm going down to the bus stop. It's in the snow. I've got my skis. I'm going. He's like, right, I'll meet you there. I get on the coach. Have I told you this full story? I get on the coach in the morning. There's like 4 of us. I didn't even pretend to use pidgin Spanish. I was like, my friend's coming. And the bus driver's like, I'm like, cool. The 5 a.m. bus driver doesn't speak English. And then...
Did you not turn up?
So David's like, oh, I've not even said his name, but David's like, I'll come. I'll meet you there. And I'm like, yeah, fine. You do you, I'll do me. We very much were like that on the whole holiday. The bus starts moving. He's not here. And I'm like, my friend. He's like, it's okay. It's okay, sit down. And I was like, trying my bit of Spanish. My friend. And he's like, yeah, I'm just moving the bus. And I was like, okay.
You're getting ready to start putting the brakes.
It's not amigo.
So then, I don't know, we get to the airport.
Did he turn up?
Yeah, he got on the bus. And he's like, why was the bus leaving without me? I was like,
well, you weren't there.
I don't speak Spanish. Like, I was the organizer, you were the Spanish speaker. Like, we had our roles. Fuck off.
Yeah.
We get to the airport. We're so early. We queue. I can't even check my bag because we're that early.
Like, oh, God. Did he not have a bag?
I only had carry-on. Which normally I'd only travel with carry-on, but I had skis.
Yeah.
So we're sat in the airport. We're like doing nothing. We're just busy chilling, you know. Like, we've had a coffee. We're charging our phones. I was like, right, let's go and check. I'll go and check my bag. You wait here. Let's go and get ourselves through security. He's like, oh, what's the rush? And I'm like, you're right. There's no rush. I'm going with the flow. Allow me to go through with the flow. We get through. And he's like, yeah, I've been to this airport before. I'm like, yeah, I know. You live like down the road. He must travel in and out of it like 4 or 5 times a year.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, the sun's shining. Let's go to the terrace. Blah, blah, blah. Like, he's so like Latino in that sense of like, nothing is a rush. Tomorrow. He's got like a little wagon for his like one little backpack. You know, like that weird little wagon. He's like, let me.
I call them trolleys. I was thinking wagon. What's he got?
We call it a wagon. So he's like, it's so sunny. He's like walking at a snail's pace, and I think he's doing it to wind me up at this point. He's like, let's go and sit on the terrace. The sun's shining. So he's like then going through his bag like at 2 speeds, getting his sunglasses on. I was like, this is all cool, but like the gate's that way. He's like, yeah, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay.
I think that it's setting me on edge, like listening to it, because I'm like, I'm already worried.
Yeah. Don't tell me not to worry when I'm worried.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try and go with the flow. I'll have a little bit of fresh air before we get on this flight. We get to the terrace. It's beautiful. We're sat there and I'm like, I think we need to shimmy. And he's like, no, don't worry. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm
at
chill.
my limit. I've reached my limit.
I'm chill. I'm happy to be the last one on the plane, but like I like to be near the gate, you know. I like it to be in distance. Bear in mind, this is the same guy on the way out from Manchester. I was like, he's like, what time's the flight? I was like, 7:30. He's like, right, I'll meet you at the airport at 7:05. I was like, you do you, boo. Like, He like turns up at the Manchester airport. I'm sat near the gate. He's like, Charlotte, how are you? He's like, let's go get a beer. And I was like, our flight's in 20 minutes. So he goes to the gate. Bear in mind, we're like opposite it. And he says to the woman like, oh, is this the flight to Barcelona? And she's like, yeah, like there's only a few people left to come on. He's like, oh, maybe we should get on it then. He's got 2 bags. He's only allowed 1. So he's like then putting all these 10 jumpers on. Anyway, beside the point, I was like, now I know what other people feel like when they're with me. And I was like, okay, so that's how the holiday started. But anyway, we're in Barcelona airport. I'm like, no, I'm calling it time. I'm going to the gate. You can wait here. Do whatever you want. We're walking like a bloody snail he is. I've never met someone walk so slow, and I don't consider myself a long walker. So we're walking. Then we come to, we have to go with your passport.
Yeah.
Is it called passport control?
It is, yeah. But you have to Like in foreign airports, they have them before you get to the plane, don't they?
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, I feel like you just do it getting onto the plane.
Yeah.
So we get to that. He's got a European passport. I'm on my British passport. So we go our separate
Sound
way.
like you've got lots of different ones there.
Yeah.
I'm on the British system.
Like he's on a European passport, so he goes off in a different one. There's about 7 people in front of me in the queue. I think the gates were electronic. Oh no, they weren't electronic gates. They were like real men gates.
Real men.
You shall not pass. So the queue just doesn't really move, and I think there's about 12 minutes till the gate closes at this point, and we are meant to depart. And I'm like, oh my god. I remember, like,
Did you start saying to people in front, my flight?
so it gets to the point, and I'm like, this queue is not moving. And I say to the woman at the airport, I'm like, excuse me, is it possible I can jump to the front of the queue? My flight leaves in like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I've even texted my mum being like, not sure I'm making this flight. I'll let you know.
After your 5 a.m. bus for a 10 p.m. flight. Or
Almost, we had too much time. She goes, oh, no one's going anywhere. Passport control's down. And I was like, say again?
So has David been caught out as well?
I think I texted him, but Mr. Blase, phone? I don't know. So I just texted him being like, oh, the line's not moving. I don't really know what's going on. And he's like, yeah, me neither. And I'm like, okay. Someone's chill about it. He's like, don't worry, they'll hold the plane. I'm like, I don't think they will.
Yeah, they might have done if there was an hour to go and everyone got stuck, but you two, with no bags, took their skis off and we're on our way.
I mean, they would have more likely have held it for me, because once you've got luggage, they have to offload the luggage.
Yeah.
Eventually, the system must kick up and running again.
Which probably was only a few minutes, but you're there with 12 minutes to your flight and you're
No,
like...
I think I was in that queue for like a good 15, 20 minutes. Like,
Oh, so you gave a
So what
shot.
do they do?
so we get through, and like I just start running. I'm like, I'm an athlete. I've got this. And then I can hear like David behind me, Charlotte. I'm like, I'm not talking to you. And he's like, it's like, I'm pegging it. The woman's like shouting our 2 names at the gate, and I was like, I'm so sorry, passport control's been down. We've been such. She's like, I don't care. And I was like, she's like, you're gonna miss the flight. And I'm like, I know. Like, it was only for the flight not leaving on time.
Oh, it was already delayed.
So you had
It was always already a bit delayed.
someone was looking down on you.
And I just remember like scanning that code, getting on the flight, and being on like the air tunnel, and there was a queue in the tunnel, you know, like the airwalk. And David was like, "Oh, were you a bit nervous then?" I was like, "I'm not even fucking talking to you. Thank God we're not sat next to each other on a flight," because I was like,
Yeah.
that was too close for comfort for me." And I don't think I've travelled. Oh, I've travelled with you since then, but like,
Oh, yeah, but that was...
Fern's in the airport, like, our flight's not even on the board.
I am not with this. I am very much like early, get there, get near the gate, all that. Once I can see the gate, and you know when everyone jumps up to the queue, I'm like, I'll sit down now. I don't need to be first in that queue, but I'm at the gate and knowing, you know, when
I
when
can see the
enough's enough.
plane.
Yeah,
We're fine.
It's not going without me. But we got, and it was like, I think we fly from like Terminal 2, and it was dead weird. Like all the shops were shut because we were like the last flight of the night.
Yeah, it was
almost.
quite a late flight.
I didn't realise, like, I thought airports were just 24/7, but it was like shutting after our flight. So we sat in this bar and they're kind of like tidying up, like they're done, there's no food.
It's like blah, blah, blah.
And we've been and looked at the board, and our flight, because I didn't book it, so I was really like just with Charlotte on this one. I'm like, what? And
I was lead passenger with my flag and my clipboard, like, woo!
I think our flight was at something like 8:15. And then we look at the board, bearing in mind, it's clearly in 24-hour clock, and there's one at like 08:25, and she's like, must have just changed our flight. So we're waiting for this. There's no go to gate, there's no nothing, and we're just like, we'll just sit down and have our drink. And then eventually I was like, I'm just going to go back and look. And it was basically on like the other page.
And it was like, go to gate. I just see like Malaga EasyJet, and one like was like 20 minutes off.
Wasn't concerned that the time was not the same, and it was 08 or something as opposed to 20.
I mean, I don't know, that felt different, but
we didn't nearly miss the flight or anything. Like, it
No,
wasn't that
that
dramatic.
was
But we were
too
just
much.
sat, and I was like, I'm just
Something's not quite right here.
just not feeling like we've got this right, that we're looking at that thing on the board waiting for it to change.
oh, my sister did the worst last summer though. Alex, she was
yeah.
flying. Was I already in Spain or something was happening? She was flying. Oh no, she was
It was when
going
they-
back with
second
like
time.
the kids and a partner, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm flying from Liverpool. Like she's like, yeah,
She
we're
was flying at 5. She
AM?
said she was flying at 5 in the afternoon.
She's flying at 5 in the afternoon. So.
Or 6. I think it was 6.
Something
yeah.
like
no,
this.
it was 6. I remember.
And so she's like got all day, and my mum's like, "What time do you fly? What time do you fly? What time do you fly?" And Alex is like, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. It's fine. It's fine. It's 6 o'clock. And my mum's like, "I'm not convinced." So something made my mum check the flight times from the airport, and my mum's like, "Please," she's like, "I don't want to nag you, but can you just like check your flight again?" Or something happened. Or something happens and Alex rings my mum. She goes, shit.
16, 15.
It's 16:15, not 6:15. I don't know how packed they are. Oh,
I think by this time it was like 2:30 or something.
Oh yeah, it's like they've got to get to Liverpool Airport. She's travelling with 2 kids, like
on her own because the partner wasn't flying out till a few days later.
Alex was going on her own with the 2 kids, and then he was flying out a few days later. Yeah, she was like, shit.
Did they make it?
Shit. Yeah, I don't know how they made that flight. There
you go.
I think
She gave him a big pep talk in the car, didn't she?
she said to the kids, she's like, when we get to this airport, like, you have to listen to every word I say now. Like, there is no margin for error in this trip. Like, you've got to get to Liverpool, so I think it's about an hour. Dexter said he just put his foot down and just was like, shh, we're going. I don't even know if she was fully packed, but like, you just...
It's amazing how, you know, the fear really puts a rocket in your bum. You just do so much.
Adrenaline, isn't it?
She said to the kids, like, you have got to listen to everything I say. And my mum was very much of the opinion, you have to cut every cue. You have to tell everyone where you've got to be, and you have to tell everyone you're late and you're really sorry and you've got to be at the front of the queue. But it happened maybe we're terrible flyers, actually. It happened to me years ago, flying out to Spain to meet a friend.
I'm that person that's been at the airport for 4 hours being like, this motherfuckers think they can fucking push it.
Everyone's pushing it in front of me because I'm stood here with 4 hours to my flight, and she's turned up 10 minutes before, just thinking she can waltz right through, and you've got your elbows out, haven't you? Not coming past me.
And I'm like, everyone's spread. Go wide in the queue, go wide.
No, I remember doing it. My mum dropped me off at Terminal 1, and then I'm like looking on the board and I'm like, I can't find my flight. And I said to them, here's how long ago it was. I was like, where are the Monarch desks? They're Terminal 2. On the phone to my mum, I'm at the wrong terminal. She's like, you have not got long to get checked in. I was like, I know. I was like, you're going to have to come pick me up and drop me back off. Before you had to pay to get in. She swung round, dropped me off. I get to Terminal 2 and there's just like queues and queues of people at the Monarch desk. And I remember thinking, fuck.
Here we go.
I had to I walked to the front and was like, excuse me, I'm going to miss my flight. Can I go in front of you? And the guy's like, we're all going to the same place, love. I was like, I don't think you're going to Malaga. He's like, the woman's like, you've got 3 minutes till the desk shuts. And I was like, I know, I turned up at front. Maybe I'm just an unhinged flat traveller.
Well, I think
sorry for anyone that's ever travelled. Maybe I am chaotic. But that's where I like a little bit of like, adrenaline.
I think you like to squeeze so much out of your day that you'll be the person that's like, why would I sit for an hour before? I'll leave that gap a little bit shorter. I can go to XYZ beforehand and then still get to my flight. Clearly. Not sure you
My blood pressure might be saying other things.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you actually crave it? Or, I don't know.
I think I do.
Yeah.
Like, I like a bit of pressure.
I don't know if it's chaos. I always, I think like I said it to you. I don't know, sometimes I feel quite numb to like emotions almost. And then sometimes I'm like, I almost want to feel some like really big emotion. Like, not that I want something bad to happen, but it's almost like...
That's what will push you to...
Yeah, just just to have a bit of it. I don't even know if it's excitement or. But then with everything that's been going on recently, like I feel like a lot has been thrown at me, like daughter with anxiety, granddad coming over, and like all this the chaos, and now like my dad as well. And I just think it's not giving me anything.
It's not helping.
No, but I equally don't think it's caused this. I don't know. I'm still just very calm about it all.
Maybe I genuinely think you're the calmest person I know. Genuinely, consistently from school, like you haven't changed. You're just the
you're
voice
not
of
fazed
reason.
by things.
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what I want. I think I just want excitement. I don't actually want like bad stuff.
What
Because
you
clearly
need-
that's not.
Get yourself to a traffic light. Oh, it's Amber. Go.
Oh, I do that all the time. One of my kids is always like, "What are you doing? You should have stopped." I'm like,
I'm committed.
Speed up.
I'm committed. That's what my driving instructor used to say. Well, if you're committed, it's safer. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm committed.
Committed.
To red now, but I'm committed.
Biggest chaos I get. No, I don't know. It's almost like I can't find the chaos.
Well, I'll make us nearly late for our flight in summer and see how you like it.
I liked the summer, to be fair. I think that was like living on someone else's time, like because you've been there since you were kids. And it was just like I didn't have, almost not having control. Like I'm so in control of everything in my life. There's no one else taking control of something. So to have someone then take that control and just be like, oh, we go to this beach, we go to that restaurant. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was very much like, what do you want to, is there anything you want to do? I'm like, because I'm just going to do my holiday.
Yeah, I was like,
this
I'm
is
here.
what we do. Like,
I'm here for your
Amazing.
holiday.
yeah. And we've
was
got a
great.
new rextraurant we like now.
Yeah, I know you've got a new beach, so
Got a
I'm
new
excited.
New private beach. Like we're saying it's not. But, oh, I love that. When I went out with the girls on Friday, I love that setup we have because someone tells me when and where I'm going. And I get there and they're like, what food are we doing? They're like, it's good for shares. And I'm like, peace out. I just expect it to come to the table. You guys decide.
Yeah,
I'll pick
and I
my
think there's
drink.
that element of giving that control to other people that is really
I
quite
love that.
therapeutic. Yeah.
I think that's what I love about dancing.
Oh, because you were a follower.
For that 3 minutes,
Yeah.
I'm not in control. Because I've tried to be the
Hello.
leader. And it's... yeah, what can I say? But yeah.
There we go.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Boom.
it turned out it seems I'm the chaotic one from that episode
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
You're calm. Larissa's life is chaotic, but she prefers
wants
it
the
the
calm.
opposite.
Yeah. And I'm calm and crave chaos, but actually don't like it when it
Let's
comes.
swap.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll be tailing it out with a good shit only then.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump on it.
Go on.
I mentioned it earlier, but the crocuses and the daffs are coming out.
You've planted these? Or?
No, they're just on the green
Oh.
near our house. And I could have wept. They're so
I'm going
pretty.
to wet myself.
No, they're just really pretty.
Yeah.
And I said to Mike, it's wild to think that in the depths of the winter months, where it's so bleak and the nights are so
It's the
long,
dark for me. It's the dark and the light now. Like the light in the morning.
Yes. And it's just I was already feeling more positive. The weather's got better, but then I'm like, it's a visual sign. It's like,
Yeah, it does always
literally-
mean a change of the season,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And I loved it. So that's mine.
Oh, the cat's
Beautiful.
shedding at the minute, so it's obviously getting warm. I touched her and I was like, so much hair.
Oh, that'd not be my good
No,
shit.
it's not. But I have one.
Go on.
I was doing my swimming on Saturday morning.
Your serene swimming.
My serene swimming. And when I got there was like 4 other people in the pool, so you've got to like stick to your bit. And then one by one, they all just got out, and I was on my own in the pool. Did a few lengths of backstroke.
I thought you were going to like whipped out a butterfly or something.
Oh, well, no, I hadn't done butterfly. But I'd done a few like dives under the water and a little bit of a mermaid to like swim
yeah.
to like get into the front crawl. And then after a while I was like, I'm a bit bored of this now. And then I was like, I'm near the rope. I could do like backstroke and like follow the rope. And then I kept like opening my eyes. The rope was well far away. And then I was like touching the rope.
Why
It
are
was
your
so
eyes
hard.
closed doing back crawl?
The sun was in my eyes.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so used to like you trace the line,
No,
but
just
you're
the
obviously
clouds.
outside.
Just the clouds.
I was like,
It was so nice. It was so good. It was fun. And then like someone walked past and I was like, nope, I'm still just going.
I quite like a little bit of backstroke when I need to.
But you can't do it with other people in the pool. It's just so light.
Yeah, no, that is
Yeah,
hard
you've
because
got
you
to
whack into
follow the
people.
line.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Thanks.
Serene
Charlotte, you know
swimmer.
I have got one, but it seems so stupid after your two. I run the bath the other day. Perfect temp. And it sounds stupid, but that was hard to achieve.
That is hard.
I dipped my toe and I was like,
Yes.
you are perfect.
As in you just got the mix of hot and cold, right?
I just got that mixer tap in just the spot.
Sweet spot. Because sometimes I've done it where I'm like, oh, it was too hot last time, and then it's cold, and that is well, you can't heat it up. Then you can never get that temperature back up.
You have to let some out, I think. To
Even
top her
that
up.
though, I know, but then I'm like, it's still just not hot.
But like then there's too hot and that's too hot, isn't it? Oh, I have a little good shit only, I'll tell you today. Oh, I went to the gym this morning, which I have been going to the gym.
Nice.
Hadn't booked a class. Here's maybe a bit more chaotic me. So I hadn't booked a class. The one I really wanted to go to was 9:45. Full. There was a spinning, but I didn't really want to go to that because I've planned to go spinning on Friday. There was another one which is like circuits. That was full. I asked both instructors, turned up to my first choice and was like, oh, so it says it's full, but like, how full's full? And she's like, if it says it's full, it's full. I was like, okay. That's what would be.
Squeeze one more in.
That would be what's implied by full. I get it. Cool. So then I go around the corner and I'm like, Jeff, like, it says it's booked, but like, can you squeeze another one in? And he's like, Charlotte, I would love to, but I've already got 3 on standby. You can go and ask Sheila if she wants to come because she's hurt her back. And I was like, do you know what? I'm going to take this as a sign. I've got to do my own workout today. And I did my own workout and I should do it more.
That is a real good one because
I love that you tried to hustle into a class.
let me in.
Oh, yeah, I'm the worst for that. People are like, you've not booked on. I'm like, yeah, but technically.
What I'm getting from this episode is Charlotte turns up late to airports and pushes in. She turns up to gym classes that
she's not booked in for.
Pushes in.
Get someone else out.
I'm not sure I like Charlotte like this.
In a class, it's called Blazing. There's 24 spots because there's 8 treadmills, 8 weight stations, and 8 boxing bits. So there's nothing you can do. Like, you can't share a station.
Oh, I'd be the one that's turning up and be like, is there something?
What?
I would be the person that's turning up to Blaze being like, is there something?
Not like they normally count people in, and then if there are sometimes people waiting outside to go in. And there was one time, I don't know how it happened, but there was 25 people in the studio. And there was just these 2 people on this one light station that the woman was like, who's not booked? Who in this room has not booked? She was like, do I have to get my register out? Like,
Did she get it out?
It was the 2 women that had just come in.
And did she just say, fuck off?
Yeah, she was just, because there was this guy trying to like be on this station, and then these 2 women were there, and he was just like, she was like, who's not booked here? And they were like, she was like, get out.
Yeah, that's what the second class I tried to turn when I was like, Jeff, can you fit me in? It's like there's stations and there's only 3 per station. Like, like the rooms got like colours on the floor.
Snuggling up to someone else with you.
But sometimes he does put an extra station on if there's too many people.
Yeah, with circuits, they can put extra equipment out, but like when it's the trend, you've got to because you go round.
So maybe I'll see if I can hustle my way into that when it comes. But anyway.
Do you have one more?
Go, gosh.
This one's from Jonathan.
Oh, yeah. I know who Jonathan is now. No fear.
Who is he? Jonathan
you do not come as a surprise to me anymore.
Last week, caught up on all the episodes he hadn't been on, and he must have been through a few because he's mentioned the Mr. Charismatic, he's mentioned the mother-in-law one, like, so he was like, and girl, you're just really calming. He was like, I just find it really calming. He went, I don't know if it's all because you've got like similar voices, but I find it really, really calming.
Why did you ever get behind Jonathan?
What? Oh, why is he catching it? No, why did he drop behind?
No, to be fair, loads of people are behind at the moment. Everyone I speak to, they're like, I love you, really. Don't know him, but
he also said, he went, oh, and you always know what to say, don't you? I was like, oh, do you think I'm wise? And he was like, yeah.
Wise old Fern.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be the wise one. I couldn't be giving advice.
What would you be as an animal? Oh, we've done this actually.
I think I put you as a dolphin, just like flapping around, jumping out and doing a spin while you're meant to be catching a fish.
I can't think what I did for you guys. I did do that, but
at the moment I'm giving, for me, sloth. Just really slow, sleepy.
Oh dear.
It's on the back of the sedation.
Right, I think we need to stop.
Yeah, we do. Peace out.
Bye everybody. See you next week.
Peace.